So I'm play testing a new idea for me. So since they have all the cards on here, it's like why not? So I make a bunch of mistakes, but I feel like was my end result too much? And I know he gave me card advantage. And I misplayed, like I said. But I am playing Horus Centurion, which is to be different from Centurion Horus. And that build, it's mainly the Centurion cards, and the Horus is a small package that helps it. I am playing pure Horus and the Centurion cards to boost my deck with synchros. I played it with fusions before, exceeds very did very well. I'm just bored trying different things. Now the mistake I made here, opening up, the mistake I made is that quick play spell that lets me set them. I preemptively activated it when I could have just went Mseti with Protector, summon uh, Ringleworm, go into Chaos Angel, banish Ringleworm from the graveyard. It gives you a token that's a tuner. Then I could have went Sword Soul, and then I would have had two synchros on the field before committing to the Centurion cards. Because if you play the quick play Centurion card, if that card that you summon, whether it's in the back row or as a monster, if that card you brought off of it, you're locked into Centurion cards only for that turn. As synchro monsters, you can only synchro summon Centurion cards for the turn. So I activated it too soon, and then the line of play I was going for was to get the token on the field, but I misplayed because since it's a token, it's considered a normal monster. You can special summon this for free, but then I realized I didn't even use my normal summon, so I misplayed and just passed turn. Yeah, he's playing Sky Strikers. Just a heads up. Second mistake I am going to make is I didn't know whether you can synchro a face down card or not. So I was like, fuck it, why not? I'm gonna see if I can. You only learn by doing, and I'd rather make the mistakes at home or playing local or just you learn. That's how you learn. Cause I'm learning on my own, and I couldn't. So I thought in my head you can summon the tuner and then you can synchro your own monsters face down, but obviously it didn't let me. So, but because he played Book of Eclipse, he gives me advantage, and he's playing Sky Strikers. If he did play that, I was gonna synchro summon. You can quick sync into anything on their turn, so I was gonna go into Chaos Angel, and then he wouldn't have done anything really. I mean, I still won, but I made a lot of mistakes, and I'm still learning the deck. And I have all the cards in real life, so I'm trying to adjust it to play it my way instead of the typical stuff that's being played. But like I said, my main focus is the Horus cards, and the Synchro, the Centurion cards are meant to basically turn it into a Synchro deck. So that's what I'm going for. I did a fusion version with Dragoon. I played in Exceed versions because there are a bunch of Exceed monsters. I mean, I'm bored, so I'm just trying to find new ways to just make the deck fun my way. So again, it is not Centurion Horus. It is Horus Centurion, which is a difference. If you know what I'm talking about, you just know what I'm talking about. So, card advantage, I'm just using my card on the field. When he plays Sky Strikers, I'm like, I feel like they're just outclassed. Especially with all I had. So my job is to just try to get rid of as many back row as possible is what I'm aiming for. While baiting stuff out. So since I quick sync, I go into Crimson, but I'm waiting because I know if I do it first and they negate, then I won't get it. But if I chain to their card, then it's different. He did that, it didn't do nothing, so just go for Source Hole, Supreme. Now I'm aiming to banish the card. Now I do not know why this card got banished instead, or if he played something, but I used the Horus card to send a card to send his back row to the graveyard, but it banished it instead. I was like, okay, it triggers the Source Hole card, but I guess Yu-Gi-Oh players don't read, so plus it was going by fast, so I didn't care. And banish, so I'm gonna just banish. You know, trigger so I gave it to his monster as well. That's beast right. That's all I did. Synchro shock. That's still that good. I'm playing around. I'm still not comfortable with the build I have, but I'm having fun. If you want to see the build, I'm trying to play it exactly how I am playing it in real life. I don't care if you can use Max Seed on here. I'm not using Max Seed because you get used to playing certain things. I guess I could put Max Seed in if I wanted to, but I don't feel like I need it anyways. Let the noobs get it, or the players who really need it to try to counteract something. So I'm playing 2 Juice Worms on here. I mean 2 Ring Worm, 2 Ash, 3, because this is the tuner. And then if I use the quick play spell to bring it out, I'm locked into Centurion cards only. But if I already have the Horus stuff, I can just use it to Synchro. And since it'll go to the graveyard, I am not locked under Centurion cards from the extra deck. As long as the monster that was special summoned off of Oath is not on the field in any way. It doesn't matter if it's a trap or a monster. If it's there, because of Oath, I am stuck into Centurion cards from the extra deck. So it's basically meant to just boost out Primera, so I can tune it with the horror stuff, and then I can get a draw. I'm playing the new tuner in real life too, so it's like I can use her to search it and then normal summon it, and then I get another +1 because I would synchro into their draw, whether it gets ashed or not, it's still baiting it out. Then since Primera searched the other new tuner, if I have Oath in the graveyard and any other Centurion card, when I summon it or special summon it, I get another +1. Then I also get another tuner, and I'm already, let's say I used the 3 other cards to go into the horror stuff, then I just continue tuning. But Oath would just force me into going into a Centurion, so the first one I can do either or. So I can either just draw a random card or search, depending on what my hand is, and so forth and so forth. Like I said, I'm learning, having fun. I was playing around with this because it's a super party target, but neither of its effect activates. So as long as it's face up on the field in attack mode, it does not activate, but it has a built-in honest. It gains the attack of the strongest monster your opponent controls. So even if it's a tower, I can rewrap the Ultimate Falcon or whatever it is, a Psychic and Punisher, whatever it is, I gain the attack. So he's just a walking built-in honest, as long as it's not negated. So I figured that's a way to beat over stuff, and it's an easy super poly target. And if they have a strong monster, I can just get rid of it and set one of my tuners or any of my Centurion cards, because you need a 2500 less. So I'm playing around with it, but I don't know. I might take out the super polys and just put in Dark Ruler no more. I mean, I have Dark Ruler no more, but I'm playing around with it. So obviously I have 2 of these because it's allowed on here. One Centurion Wake, I'm not using the trap. This is meant to do either or, but if I have Mseti or Primera is also a spellcaster, I can set this. This is meant to search Secret Village of spellcasters, because most decks are playing a lot of spell cards, like mines, obviously. But once you set up Mseti or Primera Or let's say you already did your full combo, and you leave Premier on the field or whatever. You can use this, and sometimes they can't play because sometimes they just draw 6 spells. So I don't know why terraforming is not in this game. I can't find it at all. So I rather use terraforming to search a spell card, whichever one I need first of these or this to synchro their turn. I would just knock them out. But this is not bad either because I can just do my whole setup. Then with this card on the field, if I have the Centurion cards, if I didn't activate this on my turn, I can play it on their turn, or if I know they're playing spells, just go into Secret Village. So I'm playing around with the deck in real life, so I'm trying to include hand traps. But it's not hard trying to play hand traps when I've been so much successful with board breakers and no hand traps. Because I want to see my combos, because there's so many times I've won so many games because my opponent had hand traps and they couldn't stop me, and they didn't see their regular cards. They didn't see their actual strategy. So I feel like if you see your actual strategy, they can do a lot. You just have more. You could punish them for just being unprepared. But that's about it.